Hello, everybody. I'm Ron Wildman in on our Middle Georgia Spotlight program today. And our guest, a special guest indeed, Charise Stephens, Merriweather. Tell us about the Merriweather part, Charise.
I cannot believe it, but in my 50s, I decided to get married. So my husband's last name is Merriweather. So I am, will be going into 2 years in September. So yes, I'm one of those people who married later in life, but I'm enjoying it so far. So that's my last name, Stephens Merriweather.
Well, that's great. You also have a new title since we've talked to you last. You're the director of the Macon Bibb Office of Small Business.
Yes, I'm so excited. When Mayor Mill, I think one of his first things he did when he got elected, his first go around, he hired me and Dr. Ficklin. And I'm excited because I am an entrepreneur at heart myself. I believe in entrepreneurship to overcome poverty, a lot of the problems we have. We have a lot of talented people here in Macon, Middle Georgia. And it's something about taking your talent and maybe making a small business out of it. So every day is something different. I hear from the inception to people trying to build capacity for their small business. So no day is ever the same, but I really love my job because I don't want to complain about problems. Like we have high poverty, we have high crime, we have high whatever, but I have an opportunity to be part of the solution and helping people get their business started, build their capacity, so maybe one day they can actually do business with Macon Bibb County.
Well, there are actual guidelines for small businesses, which is like, 500 people or less, yes. But that's not your main goal, is it?
No, we're more like the mom and pop or up to 5 employees. Just today, I had maybe 7 people come into my office. All were sole proprietors looking to start their business. And one thing I told them was, doing their market research. It's great to have your passion, but you need to see who your audience is. You need to see who your competitors are, and see if you can make a profit on that. We have a lot of people that have small businesses, but they don't make a profit, and they are not able to sustain their family. Our ultimate goal is for them to have a tangible product or service, somebody to buy it, and they're able to take care of their families, and then also add to the community that we live in. Macon Bibb is booming. You see all types of things from our people visiting our city, blight reduction, and we want everybody to be part of the mix. So for my office, we really just support people legitimizing their business and then looking at real opportunities.
After this initial advice you give them, what else can you do? You mentioned market research. Is there anything you can do in that way to help them?
Yeah, so we do searches. So if someone comes in and say, I have a t-shirt business, then literally I can pull up and see how many t-shirt businesses are in the zip codes, what's the proximity. And then I ask them, well, how would your business set you aside from these other companies? Are you going to have a niche market? So we kind of talk those things out. And sometimes I may spend a couple hours with a client just to get to the part of, is this a viable business for you? And I want them to have honest conversations with me before they start putting a lot of money. What hurts me so much is if someone put all their life savings into a business and it doesn't work out. They don't have a plan B. So I'd rather you do the hard work at the beginning of going out, seeing who your competitors are, seeing if you have a business. Even if, like we were talking about restaurants and stuff like that, even if people will like your food, you can do some taste testings. You can go to farmers markets. You can go to a lot of different things before you actually spend a lot of money, just to see if your idea will fly.
So I shouldn't go out and try to sell hot dogs to go up against New Way, should I? Not in Macon.
That may be a losing proposition.
There's also a lot of other programs around on the federal level, too, that can help these small business people that you know about.
Yeah, we actually had Julian Bailey come down. Governor Brian Kemp actually appointed her as a diversity manager for the state of Georgia. She's actually been out to Macon twice. And even though my ultimate goal is to get more small businesses, women, minority, whoever, business with Macon Bibb County, sometimes we may not buy what they're selling. So bringing in these state and federal partners, we're bridging the gap. She came down, talked to them about certification, how to get on their vendor list. Our first meeting, we had maybe close to 100 small businesses.
Wow.
It was so amazing.
Yeah.
The second, about 75 businesses, and we had some, the state of Georgia actually had liaisons to assist. So I was able to connect some of our small businesses with the liaisons, because even if they can't do business with Macon Bibb County, I want them to do business with someone. So we'll probably bring her back again. We have a great relationship with the state. We had Terry Dennison from SBA come down. We're working with them. It's a couple opportunities coming down the pipeline, but that's what my office does. We connect people, we connect agencies, and I think one of the reasons why our wonderful Mayor, Lester Miller, hired me is because I'm passionate about this. You know, I was a single mom myself. I had 2 beautiful kids, struggling, didn't have anybody. And one of the ways that got me out of poverty at that time was starting my own business. And at the time, I learned the hard way. So I didn't have someone like me saying, listen, do your market research. Looking at, I kind of did the trial and error. You know, old school, we do trial and error.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't want people to have some of those same pitfalls. So I bring a level of empathy, and I've been there, done that to what I do. So I love my job.
You got something big coming up in September?
Yeah, so the Central Georgia Coalition of Black Businesses, this is the second year. They're having a Black Business Expo. It was huge. It was at the, did I call it the Central Plant? So did I call it the Macon Coliseum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody knows. It's like some of the other places have changed in town. They'll always be what they were back then.
Yeah, because I'm old school. But it's going to be on September the 21st, and it's an opportunity for people to get information, get connected, support small businesses, be intentional. And I know you probably know Mr. Alex Habersham with the Macon Middle Georgia Black Pages. He's been doing this for 30 years of getting people to be intentional in their purchasing power. One thing I love about living here in Macon, we are diverse. Like, we have a melting pot of awesomeness, but I want people to get out of their comfort zones and start not only befriending people of different races, but doing business with them, you know, letting them be on boards, letting them be integral parts of strategic planning. You know, I think we're already taking Macon Bibb to the next level with everything from the amphitheater and other things that are coming down the pipeline. But I think collectively as a community, we start being a little bit more inclusive, we're going to be amazing. Like,
well, you know, the city has taken over the mall out there.
yes.
And the opportunity out there as you walk through it, I think 80% of it is closed down, but it's open to everybody.
Yes.
Beautiful facility.
Yes.
But we could put businesses in there too.
Yes, and that's what I'm trying to do is help small businesses build their capacity. And, you know, we kept saying market research and market research. You know, we're at changing times. Technology is changing every day. I'm actually taking a class on AI and a couple of things, and people are like, well, why are you doing that? Because I can't tell a small business about their best potential if I don't keep abreast of what's happening. Everything from keeping your website and cybersecurity, and it's just so much going on. So especially with my office, I want them to build their capacity so they can have a storefront at the mall or downtown or whatever. And then one of our partners is Newtown Macon. They have a CDFI. So it's helping people get funding, more traditional than banks and things like that. So I'm proud of my office. We're just working with everybody.
Well, that's your professional heart. Your other part of your heart, or one other part, is that you create Macon, the bicycle program. How did you get started in working with kids doing that?
You know, I'm not trying to get out spiritual, but I think it's just God's timing. I literally, it was in 2019, and it was a story about 2 young men that got killed in West Macon. I was like, gosh, you know, I'm an empty nester. And I was like, I want to do something. And our first building was a building in Pleasant Hill. And, you know, I think Monday had the idea. By Friday, I had the keys. And we outgrew that space in a couple months, and we moved to a location downtown, and now we have a third location in Macon on Anthony Road. We are opening up a location with Mayor LaRonda Patrick and Warner Robins, and we may have other opportunities, but I found out that kids can't be kids sometimes. We grew up, we rode bikes, what?
I lived on my bike. My bike made me a lot of money. I was a paper boy.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, I grew up in the country with my grandma. We rode bikes all over, sometimes too many places. But our kids don't have that opportunity. So it's not just about biking. We teach them self-confidence, self-reliance. It's kind of like an outdoor therapy. Our kids go through so much. They get out in nature. We camp, we kayak, we do all things outside. I believe in being outside. As you can tell by my lovely tan, we have been outside biking for the last week or two, but I just took some kids to Chicago. We stayed on campus at the University of Illinois, Chicago. And to say that experience was not life-changing would be an understatement.
How many were with you?
We had about 35.
Oh, my goodness. How did you get up there?
We actually had a charter bus, and thank you, United Way of Central Georgia. We had a charter bus, and we took the kids up there. We had all our bikes, and this was cyclists from all over the world. And some of our kids did 68 miles on a bike. Some of our kids did 40. Some did 30. And I actually had 2 9-year-old girls who just started with me who did 7 miles. So it was amazing. And these kids have so much confidence, and they're going back now telling people, oh, I had Chicago deep dish pizza. I stayed on campus on a dorm. I just did this mile. And it's building the confidence of our kids. So
these
I
are
love this program.
some youngsters who might ever not got out of Bibb County at that age.
Yes. And then our program is very unique. So we have kids that have means. Then we have kids that don't have means. But you will never know who doesn't have means because we outfit the kids with the nicest bikes. When I say nicest bikes, a couple people are like, dang, these bikes are for the kids. Yeah, they are. We kit them out. They have the jerseys, the biking clothes, the clip-on shoes, which is so expensive. And our kids look like professionals because they are. They're professional cyclists. Anybody who can do 66 miles, to me, is a professional cyclist. That's the equivalent of going from North Macon, like you going past Henry County up to Atlanta. That's a long distance. And our ultimate goal is to get some of our kids to have college scholarships or get to be sponsored athletes. We met a gentleman 2 weeks ago that came to Macon, and his name is Nico, and he was telling how he traveled Europe biking. And our kids was like, wow. So I have 2 kids now that I know can take it to the next level. And these are kids from Macon, Middle Georgia. These are kids from Middle Georgia that a few years ago, we didn't know anything about youth cycling. And for some reason, God put this little girl here to expose kids to so much. So you asked me how I got into this. I don't know. I just knew I wanted to put some good in the world. And it has evolved into something that
good. Very good.
It's such a blessing to my life. Sorry.
To get those bikes, the shirts, the shoes, and everything else takes money. Where do you get it from?
I'm nice. I write a lot of grants. I get sponsorships. Our project is very, very expensive, and I'm not sure how we have sustained ourselves for 6 years. But I do write lots of grants. If anyone is interested in supporting us with bike donations, we've actually given out about 1,500 bikes to kids in Central Georgia. They can donate bikes, bikes for the bike team, clothes, even sponsorships for financial sponsorship, just whatever. Or you can come ride with the kids. We have about 30 coaches that volunteer their time to ride with the kids. So I was just talking to one of my coaches. One of our kids want to do a full 100-mile ride. And I told him, he's like, I'm on it. We're going to start training for it.
The attraction of Warner Robins being part of the program, how did that come about?
So Mayor LaRonda Patrick has a mayor's fitness initiative. And it's prime. We have a lot of cyclists from Warner Robins. Half of our coaches are located from Warner Robins. So it's just a good fit. We have a possible location of a building. We just got to secure a few things. And they even have bikes now for their employees to ride. If you ever went down to their campus, it's perfect to ride your bike from one building to the next and not getting in your car. It's just a perfect fit. So, and plus, a lot of kids don't have transportation, and I need to go where the kids are. Warner Robins has a big pool of kids, and I need to be located there. We're looking at Byron as well. So it's a couple locations we're going to be popping up in the next couple of years.
The physical fitness aspect of biking.
Yes.
How does that fit in with your program?
Because you have to be intentional. And a lot of times people lose their fitness goals is because they're not excited about it. But with riding, you don't realize your cardio, all the muscle it takes to bike. You're having fun and you have a mission, and then you wake up the next morning like, wow, this is working. And, I'm in my 50s now, Ron. I'm in my 50s. And I'm trying to be more intentional in my fitness as well, and biking more and taking care of myself. And these kids inspire us. And then for the kids in our program, they're the healthiest they have ever been, because you can't eat potato chips and sodas and all the other stuff and then bike 60 miles. You got to fuel your body with healthy, wonderful food. So they're eating better. They're biking, they're becoming mentally strong. I mean, it's just the best thing since sliced bread.
I think even at my age, some of the examinations I've had, I feel my biking those years ago, like I said, miles and miles every day as a youngster have benefited me even up to this age.
Yeah, I agree. And that's why I was so excited to get back on it. I don't bike as much as some of my counterparts of our other coaches. And with the younger kids or the beginning kids, but they still keep me young. And I feel like I'm healthier now at 52 versus when I was 42. So we need money to buy things, though. Yes,
sure.
We need money to buy things.
And how do they go about doing that?
We have many means. We have accounts. You can do it Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. We have different means to make that happen, or they can just contact me directly at 478-747-7920. Or they can even contact our bike shops and let them know that the donation is in honor of you, Create Macon, and then we can pick it up. So we have a lot of parts.
You're getting a little bit of help from the school system, too.
Yes. Oh, my gosh. So I love our school system. We actually did a bike camp. This is our third year doing a bike camp. The kids are learning how to bike safely. We had 9 schools that we touched, over 140 kids, which was amazing. They actually are getting their certificate this week. Tomorrow is the last school, which is Skyview. And I see some potential Tour de Georgia cyclists there, because those kids are really, really amazing. And I hope that as we're building this market, as we're talking about Visit Macon and others, that we can build a cycling community, cycling tourism here, because, Macon is a city in a park. We got parks, we got trails. I mean, it's just the perfect fit to get people out cycling and living their best life. So
the community loved when we had that tour through here, the bicycle race through Georgia.
Yes.
And it seems like something like that could be developed again, even on a local level.
Yeah, we can definitely do a tour to Macon and have a creek race and some other activities. And that's a good idea. Run. Okay. I may have to talk to the mayor about that. But we have a very supportive cycling community. We have AMPA, which a lot of people don't know is the Amogi Mountain Biking Association. We have trails that are beautiful here, at Arrowhead and Thompson. And Thompson is located here in Macon, Middle Georgia, and they are a leading bike component maker. People know them all across the world. They're located here.
Yes, they are.
And they have a trail. And then we have the pig trails. They're working on East Macon. So we can really become like a biking city of Georgia.
Make your favorite pig!
It'd be no problem. As soon as you mention that to the mayor.
On top of everything else, I say, sir, what about that too? But that is a really good idea. I think that can highlight what we're doing. So I definitely will pursue that.
I'm familiar with a lot of what you do through the Pedestrian Safety Review Board, which both of us are members. And Charise, it's been in operation for a few years now. Elaine Lucas, the member of the Bibb Commission, sponsored the bill to get this started. Every year in Macon, we have double-digit figures for pedestrian deaths. It's per capita, possibly the highest in the state, one of the highest in the country. And there's a reason for this. We're built for cars and not for people, but we have a lot of people who walk here, and not just for their health either. They have to do it to survive. Yeah. That's right. And what's the big thing with pedestrian safety these days?
So we just had a safety summit, and I was really impressed with the safety summit. We found out that now we've only had 2 pedestrian deaths, which any pedestrian death is more than we want. But in the past, we have had 7 to double digits. So something is working. We do a lot of educational. We work with our homeless population, we work with our senior citizens, and work with our kids, teaching them about using crosswalks, but also just being more alert as we're out. And then having the drivers take responsibilities. I think another reason is with the cameras at the school zones, people are slowing down a lot more. We've had too many kids hit around school districts, school zones, and people are slowing down a little bit. So I think if we continue, our goal is to have Vision Zero, which Vision Zero means we want 0 deaths, pedestrian deaths. But the Pedestrian Safety Review Board is open. Our meetings are open. People can come and talk with us. We have a transportation safety manager now, Weston Stroud. He's working on some plans as well for traffic calming. But we want to hear from people out. We want you to help be our champions. We have armbands that we give out to keep people light. I should have worn one today, but they're pretty cool because I do a lot of walking myself, so people can be more visible at night. And you can contact us anytime. You can contact actually Macon Bibb Clerk's office, and they can help you. Or you can contact me as well, and I can get you some armbands. But we just want to be your partner. We don't want any more pedestrian fatalities. So.
We've had people come by the meetings who want to find out how they can slow down traffic on their street. The most recent one that's got a lot of attention has been Ridge Avenue.
Yes.
Ridge runs parallel to Forsyth Road, and there were no stop signs or red lights on Ridge, but there is now. Just last week, they put in a 4-way stop in the middle of that strip. It's like an airstrip, really.
Yeah, they were using it for drag racing or something. They were going pretty fast, and sometimes because Vineville has so many lights, people are using that as a pass-through, and it was not safe because we have, again, we're a city in a park. People are going to the park over there. They're with their families, and people are just going too fast. So we would not have all this knowledge if citizens didn't come to the Pedestrian Safety Review Board, bring things to our attention. We have many partners from our traffic engineering, facilities, the whole 9 yards. So we all kind of work together on strategies. So we want to encourage people to become our partner. And I love being a member of the Pedestrian Safety Review Board. And thank you, Ron, for your leadership on that. I know when Commissioner Elaine Lucas had the idea and put the resolution, you were a big partner in helping that happen. And for us to be still in existence after all these many years. So we appreciate you.
You mentioned we've had 2 fatalities this year. Well, we're past the halfway point. And at this point last year, we had 7. And in years past, we've had even more than that at this point of the year. So we have to use something to say we're making progress. And that's a good one to do. The last half of the year is difficult because you have all the holidays
Right.
And you have darkness coming early. It gets dark, what, 5:30, 6 o'clock? And people still have to walk after dark. And Macon is notorious also for people walking wherever they want to. They cross where they want to. And in some ways, you can't blame them because the Pioneer Avenue, for instance, or Gray Highway, it's hundreds of yards between cross streets.
And one of the things from our discussion with the community, I think on some of these roads, they're going to make, I don't want to say rest stops, but rest medians.
Yeah.
And some of these locations. So if you cannot make it through all the lanes of traffic, you have a safe spot. Because sometimes people, you may cross 2 lanes and you're in the turning lane before you can go over. And that is a recipe for disaster as well. So,
Well, Gray Highway is going to be the first one I think
Yes.
we're going to put in that way. And right now, you can drive down there at 8, 9 o'clock at night after dark, and they're standing in that passing lane.
Yeah.
And you just, oh my goodness, it just frightens you.
Yeah, so we got some things in place. We're going to do some lighting projects. Lighting is very key for Pedestrian Safety Review Board. So if anyone listened to this broadcast, have any ideas, feel free to let us know. We meet monthly, which is amazing. We are a true working board. We are out there working, so we want to encourage people to be part of the solution.
Don't want to fail to mention Mayor Miller's involvement in this and his support for this committee.
Yes. So my boss, Mayor Lester M. Miller, he's done so many wonderful things. But for the Pedestrian Safety Review Board, he's actually put money where his mouth is. He has actually put money set aside. I don't think in the history of our community ever put money set aside for Pedestrian Safety Review Board.
It's $500,000 a year.
$500,000 a year. And that goes well to funding our transportation manager, lighting. It could be bump outs. It could be traffic calming. It's a lot of different things that we can do and implement to save people's lives. And to be quite honest, I think his intentional strategic planning on this has helped these numbers go down, because people know this is something that means a lot to him. So,
Also, these things we put out in the streets, whatever you want to call them, are expensive too. I mean, we're dealing with concrete and electronics, computer systems.
Yeah, and then you can't just put things out. You have to have the public comments and just the public engagement. So we just had a street, I think it's in East Macon. They wanted to have the, bump outs or just slow traffic. But until they can do that, they have to talk to the residents, the house owners, really getting feedback. So it's a process. But once it's done, the funding is there to help with these projects. I'm excited about that.
Well, from the federal government on down through the state, we've learned at our meetings, the interstate highway, very high speeds are carried on down into the neighborhoods. And if we can slow the neighborhoods down, which is what the key thing is on this, and pedestrian safety is slow down everybody if you can. And showing that we have 2 so far this year.
And just share the road. I tell people all the time, I know we are busy, but if that was your family member on a bike or walking, what care would you take? Would you slow down your vehicle? So we just need to care for each other a little bit more, share the road a little bit more, and I know that we'll get down to Vision Zero.
Well, Charise, this period has gone very fast. You're involved in a lot of things. But the one thing we do know about Charise, her heart is in it. She really means what she says all the time, and just give her a call if you need some help.
Thank you, Ron, for this. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen you, so I'm happy that I'm back. So
Yeah, a lot has happened since the last time you were here, too.
Married, this and that.
Thanks again.
Thank you, Ron.
All right. And thank you, everybody, for being with us. I'm Ron Wildman over here at WMUB TV at Mercer University.